Hi, I'm eMpTyG
And I'm Kenny.
And heckin', oh my goodness, we're excited today because we decided to change things up a little bit here, where instead of having like the players talk about their decks, we thought it would be nice to kind of just do like a simple streamline effort where you get to see what their starting hands are and make it similar to like when we did the voiceover gameplay videos with like the deck intros, just to kind of like, make it go by quicker or whatever. But if you, like that format more than what we've been doing in the previous videos, please let us know in the comments and we'll just continue doing that going forward.
Today we're playing a mid-power game with our special guest, who is Ryan, the second half from the Commander Paradise podcast.
So I guess it's time to just jump into the game and the intro. So let's have
a good clean
game. We remembered. Thank you, Tyler. Ken is playing Hidetsugu and Kari. This deck wants to win by using their ability to deal non-combat damage to opponents. To help with the strategy, Ken has sacrifice outlets and top deck manipulation to ensure he can trigger his commander's ability. And in his starting hand, Ken has Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth, Vampiric Tutor, an Island, Shipwreck Marsh, Castle Vantress, Coaling Dais, and a Brainstorm. I am playing Errant and Giada. This flash and flying synergy deck wants to cast spells at instant speed and build up a flying army to close out the game through combat with a Chroma's Will or a Mirror Entity. And in my starting hand, I have a Reliquary Tower, Plains, Deserted Beach, Verge Rangers, Hullbreaker Horror, Arcane Signet, and a Schema Thief. Ryan is playing Thalia and the Gitrog monster. This commander forces opponents' creatures and non-basic lands opponents control to ETB tapped. Ryan hopes to use this ability to slow us down while he sets up his enchantment synergies to gain value and win the game through drain or combat damage. And in his starting hand, Ryan has an Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth, Plains, Exotic Orchard, Caves of Kolios, Suture Priest, Bastion of Remembrance, and a Cruel Celebrant. Ginger is playing Baral and Kari Zev. This polymorph deck wants to use Ragavan tokens to cheat out big creature threats like Jin-Gitaxias, Progress Tyrant, or Ovika Enigma Goliath. And in her starting hand, Ginger has a Seagate Restoration, Felwar Stone, Training Center, an Island, Mind Splice Apparatus, Salundi Vision, and a Curse of Opulence.
I think I have to draw, right? That's what the rules say?
Yes.
You must.
You must.
All right. I'm going to play Caves of Kolios or Koleos and pass.
Sick. I'm going to draw for turn, and then I'm going to put down just a cute little, oh gosh, Plains. That was not in shot. There you go.
Adorable Plains. Wow. Okay. I draw this card.
The short attention span kicks in again.
Yeah,
Play Seagate Reborn. That's it for me.
I'm going to start. This is just going to seem so degenerate. I apologize in advance. It's
Soul Ring Signet?
Promise. No. Urborg.
Swamps.
Okay.
I'm going to Vampiric Tutor for the most degenerate thing possible.
Soul Ring.
No, not Soul Ring. I promise it won't be Soul Ring. I don't know how I can prove this. There's no tangible way, but I am telling you right now, the card I was going to tutor on top of my library is on top of my library. It's the last card. So I'm just going to take it from the top of my library and put it here and then shuffle my library. I have shuffled my library and I'm going to put this card back on top.
You have to reveal it, I think? Or no?
No.
Oh,
I wish I did.
Life.
Just to prove to you that it was on top of my library already. But
that does cost you 2 life, though.
2 life for a shuffle.
Yeah, basically.
Go ahead.
I swear, this man tutored for Swamp after playing
draw.
That would be the most based thing ever.
Oh, possibly. It's not much better.
I'm going to play a Plains as well.
Hey, samesies.
And, yeah, Plains buddies.
Hell yeah.
So you can't attack me the rest of the game.
Oh, darn. Didn't realize that was a condition.
Yeah, you should have read the fine print.
I'm going to cast Suture Priest, which is a Phyrexian Cleric 1/1. And when a creature enters the battlefield, I may gain a life. And whenever a creature enters under your guys' control, you may lose 1 life.
Joke's on you. I already lost 2.
And I never had a life.
And at that, I'll pass.
Okay. At that self-deprecation. I'm going to put in this reliquary tower, and then I'm going to pay 2 for an arcane signet, and then I'm going to pass.
You know, I like that turn so much, Ash, that I'm going to steal it. I'm going to do almost steal the exact same thing that you just did. Command Tower, Belwar Stone. I mean, not quite as good.
We're both playing towers.
This is true.
It's like you're slightly off-brand.
I am slightly off-brand.
We have reliquary at home.
We have arcane signet at home.
Basically.
Okay, and with that, I will also pass my turn.
We're going to untap. Those are some pretty good plays. I'm going to draw this card. I'm going to play an island. I'm going to pay 2 for the card I tutored. An arcane signet.
No.
No way.
That's not what you tutored for.
Couldn't be you.
I told you it's degenerate and not degenerate at the same time.
Why didn't you get
base? Because I decided this already, and I thought it was fair.
I respect that you didn't get Cabal Coffers.
It did not occur to me until somebody said it, even though I played an Urborg. And by that point, I was committed, and I was going to get my signet. That was on top of my library.
Respect.
That's a respectable pro gamer move.
With that, I'll pass my turn.
My tiny gamer brain couldn't comprehend.
I'm playing 4D chess.
I think Ken's doing a really good job, so I'm also going to copy him and play Urborg.
Double swamp.
Double swamp.
I'm Grixis.
I'm going to play Bastion of Remembrance, and when I make my little human guy, I'm going to gain a life from Suture Priest.
Oh no.
And then I'll pass.
That drains us each one whenever one of your things dies, right?
Whenever a creature enters under your control.
Yeah, it's 1 damage.
Yeah.
We take 1 when you play stuff?
No, it's the opposite.
So whenever a creature enters on my battlefield, I can gain a life. It's a May ability. And then if a creature enters on an opponent's side of the battlefield, they may lose a life.
I'm asking about the Bastion.
Oh, Bastion.
I'm so sorry. Yeah. Whenever a creature I control dies, you guys lose a life.
That's what I was asking.
Okay, I thought you were asking
also
about
remembers.
the Suture Priest.
No, I love Suture Priest. I love Phyrexians.
Hell yeah.
Sorry for mansplaining Suture Priest there.
All good.
Okay, I was gonna pay 3 for where is it? I put it off to the side. For Rangers. So
I love that
it
card.
has first strike, and I can look at the top card of my library at any time. And if opponent controls more lands, I can play lands from the top of my library. I'm going to take a peek. I'm going to put that back on top.
Oh, you have to lose 1 life too.
Yes, I will do that.
Just in case. So Suture Priest, Ryan, can you explain what Suture Priest does?
Yeah. So it's a Phyrexian cleric.
You just did it.
Every time the ability triggers, you have to read the whole text box.
Okay, so Suture Priest is 1 in a white.
Kidding.
Okay, sorry.
No. I put in a deserted beach, and I'll pass the turn.
Maybe there's toxic waste at the beach and no one wants to go there.
Yeah, it's me.
Hold on, I gotta check. 1, 2. Okay, I have more than 1 opponent, so this training center is gonna enter untapped. Then I will pay 3 mana, and I will cast Baral and Karizev.
Ooh.
Baral and Karizev says, first strike menace 2/4. Whenever you cast your first instant or sorcery each turn, you may cast a spell with lesser mana value that shares a card type with it from your hand without paying its mana cost. And if you don't do that, you make First Mate Ragavan, this guy, a 2/1 legendary monkey pirate, and he gains haste until end of turn.
Okay.
He importantly does not go away at end of turn.
Yes, there's going to be a Suture Priest trigger.
There
sure
is a
is.
Suture Priest trigger,
And
so
I will lose 1 life. Unless
And that
you would
card
be
reads-
like for me to not lose 1 life.
Yeah, so Suture Priest is 1 in a white creature for.
No one's
You
gonna
done?
watch past this point. Like,
Yeah.
I actually have
But-
a follow-up play. I'm going to put this Curse of Opulence on the guy who has the Suture Priest.
Oh, why would you do that?
We get to make gold whenever we attack you.
You're so golden that we're all enriched by your presence.
We really are.
You guys
Thank you, Ash. I couldn't have said that better. I will pass the turn to Ken.
I'm gonna untap. Upkeep. Draw. Y'all were talking a lot about Cabal Coffers. Well, it just so happens I don't have it. I'm gonna play Shipwreck.
The suspense!
I'm gonna pay 2 for a Culling Dais. It's like Phyrexian Altar, but worse. I tap it and sack a creature, and I put a charge counter on it. I can pay 1 and sack this to draw a card for each charge counter on it. Oh, I've worth noting, I should have said this when I was talking about my deck, but I have no like infinite sack outlets because that makes this deck complicated and messy. So everything that sacks is either a one-time effect or a tap effect.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's happening in here. With that, I'm gonna pass my turn.
I will untap, draw my card because I have to, and go Exotic Orchard, and then...
How exotic.
Does anyone have green on the board? There's no green.
No.
Uh-oh. Well, I guess in that case, I'll just tap 4. We're going to play Feldar Retreat.
Nice.
There we go.
And then I'm going to go to combat, and then I'm going to swing Suture Priest, which is a 1 and a white mana creature, Phyrexian Cleric, at Kenny.
That's a lot less funny now.
You're keeping me on my toes with the Suture Priest.
I got a back tattoo of the text box, so it's got to pay off at some point.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I'll pass.
No image. That's really
No, yeah, it's just that text box.
You have more lands than me there, Ryan. So
I
I'm
do?
gonna play this off the top. And then look, put that back on top. I'll just pass the turn. Sus.
I'll also untap and draw this card. I will play a Valakut Stoneforge tapped as my land for the turn. And then I would like to do this first. I'm going to pay 3. I'm going to cast Silundi Vision.
Nice.
Going to trigger Baral and Kari Zev. And I would like to make Ragavan. So I'm going to look at the top 6 cards in my library. I can reveal an instant or sorcery from among them, put that one in my hand, and the rest go on the bottom in a random order. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's see what we got. I will reveal a Brainstorm, and I'll put Brainstorm into my hand.
What you thinking
And then
about?
these will go on the bottom in some kind of random fashion. I would then like to lose 1 life to the 1/1 Phyrexian Cleric named Suture Priest. And then I would like to go to combat. And I would like to attack Ryan with my Ragavan, because it's got haste. When I do that, I make a gold token.
I'll block with my 1/1 soldier.
Ragavan and the 1/1 soldier will trade.
And
We're
then
gonna
we
lose
all
a life.
lose one.
Yeah,
Batch
you'll all
out.
lose a life, and I'll gain
37. Pass the turn.
Untap. I'm going to play Castle Vantress. Enters untapped because I have an island. I'm going to pay 5 for my own Brainstorm. That's just more expensive and on the creature. It's my commander. When he enters the battlefield, I get to Brainstorm. Like I said. So I draw 3, and then put 2 back. I'm going to put these 2 on top. No, I'm not. I'm going to put them in the other way around.
Oh.
Yeah, so it brainstorms on ETB, and then when it dies, I exile the top card of my library. Target opponent loses life equal to the converted mana cost. If it's an instant or sorcery card, I may cast it without paying its mana cost.
Wow. That's
And if it's not-
potentially kind of insane.
If
Yeah.
it's not, I cry. I'm going to pass my turn.
Oh, I was saying I'll have you lose a life when your commander enters as well.
That's right. So that's Suture Priest.
Lose a life.
How could I forget?
Yeah, I forgot Suture Priest.
I don't know how that's possible.
I kind of don't either at this point.
I still don't have any green, so I'm gonna play Woodland Chasm. It's gonna enter tap, but I'm gonna make a kitty cat token.
And you gain a life, right?
Yeah, yes, I will gain a life from that. I think I'm gonna tap Caves for a Viscera Seer and gain another life.
Do
You're
it.
passing on your end step to
Yeah.
the surprise of literally 0 humans probably watching this and or sitting here at this moment. I'm going to flash in my commander.
I'd like to respond by sacrificing my gold token and casting Brainstorm, which
Ooh.
creates Ragavan.
I'll say, I think Kenny's correct. There is a Suture Priest trigger.
Suture Priest trigger on that? Suture Priest lightning to lose 1 life.
I'll just
Lisa, Suture Priest.
So, do you want to lose a life?
I'd love to. I'd love nothing more.
I'm too busy.
And then I will resolve my brainstorm real quick. I got to put 2 cards back on top of my library. Let's do that one, and let's do that one.
I would have made the same decision.
And then Ash has a Suture Priest trigger.
I did. I already took it.
Okay. Cool.
Well, that was a great game, guys.
Yeah, good job, guys. This was fun.
May I proceed
we really
to
resolved those Suture Priest triggers.
May I proceed to my Untapperoo step?
Do it.
This is just Suture Priest the episode.
Draw. You have 5 lands there, Ryan, right?
Yes.
I want to play this Plains off the top of my library and take another peek. All right.
Value.
So this is a card I've never played before. I'm going to pay 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put in Schema Thief. So it has flying, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, I create a token that's a copy of target artifact that player controls.
Yo, what? Every time you hit a player? That's crazy.
And it's a flyer.
There is a Suture Priest trigger on this skater boy.
Yeah,
This is so much funnier than Ristic Study, I gotta say. So much fun.
I'm going to swing.
Pay the ones you want to lose the one.
Yeah.
I'm going to swing Verge Ranger at you, Ryan.
Oh, okay.
Trigger.
Yes.
Gold token.
It's for
I'll
art.
block with my kitty cat, and then before damage, I'm going to sack it to Viscera Seer.
Okay.
Scribe it. Oh, yeah, and you guys all lose a life, and I gain a life. I'm going to put that on the bottom.
Stonks. That's going to be my turn.
Well, untap.
Oh, shoot. I was trying to fix my deck, and I almost knocked it over.
Draw.
I almost did, too.
I'll play Misty Rainforest. I'll tap 1, 2, sack of gold, tap a Felwar Stone. I've got 4 mana, and I'd like to cast Transmogrify, targeting my Ragavan. Trigger, I do not have a sorcery that costs less, so I'm going to create a new instance of Ragavan and then have that one die to legend rule, otherwise it'll fizzle my spell.
What does it do?
This spell says exile target creature. That creature's controller reveals cards from the top until they reveal a creature card. That player puts that card onto the battlefield, then shuffles the rest into their library.
That's so good.
What's it?
It's red polymorph. So I have a Ragavan coming into play and dying.
So, yeah, Suture Priest.
So this Ragavan is he's gone. Now I'm gonna flip till I hit a creature.
Scary.
Octavia, the living beast of shit. Let's go, baby.
Suture Priest.
Yes, I'll go to 3. Okay, so this shuffles my library, so I have to shuffle those in now. Hey, Ryan, powers and toughnesses on your creatures, please.
1/1s and 1/1s.
Here's a 2/4 first strike menace coming at ya. On attack, I will make a gold token.
I will take 2 commander damage.
Not likely to matter, but if this game goes 25 turns long, anything's possible. Pass my turn.
Can't wait. I love when I get to take my turn. It's going to be so fun. I'm going to draw this card, and I hope it's the one I remember that I put on top. Damn it. I can't even order my cards right. It's fine.
I hope it's the one that I thought I put back. Oh, shucks.
It's not. I had a 50-50 shot, and I was wrong. Okay, I'm going to have to do a little extra.
You could have looked at it again before. It was still your turn, and the spell was still resolving.
I second guessed myself in the last moment, and I just went with it.
You could have just looked at your card.
Listen, I'm going to make it work. I'm going to do everything I was going to. It just takes extra steps.
Hey, that's the best kind of play, honestly.
You're just making it mysterious even for yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so I'm going to play land for turn. It's going to be an island. I'm going to go to combat first. And because I'm an idiot, I need a gold token. So I'm sorry. Suture Priest, I'm sending a 5/4 flyer at you.
I'll also make a gold token.
5/4. I'll take 5 commander damage.
I'm going to make a gold token. I'm going to pay 1, 2, 3. We're going to play this little card. It's called Dritic Satchel. I can pay 2 and tap it to reveal the top card in my library. If it's a creature card, I create a 1/1 green sapperling creature token. If it's a land card, I put that card onto the battlefield under my control. If it's a non-creature, non-land card, I gain 2 life. It's like your Verge Rangers, but worse. For now, I'm going to pass my turn.
I hope something good is on the top of my deck. That's all right, I guess. We're gonna go Swamp. We'll go 4 for Thalia Gitrog. Gain a life.
They're here.
Yes.
Yay.
So all non-basics will enter tapped that you guys control, and creatures enter tapped. And I can play an additional land, but I don't have any lands. So I think I'm just going to have to pass. I think that's all I've got.
I'm just glad that they didn't choose to put the Thalia, that Thorn of Amethysts, every spell on top of the Gitrog monster. I'm glad it's the one that slows down your lands instead.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gonna look at the top.
I don't even think I have that one in here, actually.
I like that card. I'm gonna put down this island because this is a cool new card I've never played before. Kind of want to make a copy of Arcane Signet. Want to swing it, you can for 3 damage in the air.
You could also make a gold token.
Yeah, but that's temporary.
3 damage.
But I could tap
Arcane is forever.
I'm gonna make a copy of Arcane Signet, and then I'm gonna pass.
Game recognizes game.
On your end step, I would like to do 2 things.
On my end step.
On your end step.
Ash is like, I am the Flash.
Excuse me?
I'm going to crack my Misty Rainforest. I'm going to lose 1 life. I'm going to go get Molten Tributary. And I'm going to sack both my gold tokens and pay 4 total mana to cast a Mind Splice Apparatus.
What does that do?
As Flash, and it says at the beginning of my upkeep, I put an oil counter on it. Then my instants and sorceries cost 1 less for each oil counter on it.
Seems good.
That card is really good.
This is my first time ever getting to cast one. I will untap my lands. On my upkeep, we will put an oil counter on the Mind Splice Apparatus, which reduces my instants and sorceries by 1. I'll draw this card. I have a fun idea. This is going to look a little weird, but I promise it'll make sense in a second. I'm going to cast Resculpt, and I'm going to target Ash's thing that makes token copies of artifacts.
I will respond.
On cast, I am going to create Ragavan.
Okay.
And I'm also going to make Baral and Kari Zev into an 8/8.
Tap 2 blue for a mana drain.
That's very fair. I mostly just needed the spell cast. You'll make 2 colorless on your
I'm just gonna.
Anyway, my commander is an 8/8 now.
I think there's a Suture Priest.
There's a priest would like a word.
Yes, of course.
We'd like to spread the word.
I will.
Hey, have you heard the good news? You get to lose a life.
I have a bunch of random chaos dice from those commander decks. So I'm gonna just do that to indicate that the creature has been turned into an 8/8 for the turn. And now I'd like to. Actually, that only costs me the 1 blue mana. I would like to 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm gonna cast Inventive Iteration. This is Saga. It's got a lot of words on it. It says, Chapter 1 is return up to 1 target creature or planeswalker to its owner's hand. Chapter 2 is return an artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. If you can't, draw a card. And Chapter 3 is flip it into a creature with some pretty cool text on it called Living Breakthrough. It's a 3/3 with flying, and it says when you cast a spell, your opponents can't cast spells that share a mana value with it until your next turn.
That's crazy.
It's pretty good if you get there. Yeah. Right now we're on chapter the first one. And I have a return target creature to its owner's hand rigor. We're gonna bounce the Thalia Gitrog back to hand.
It's fair.
Okay.
I'll put a Thalia Gitrog in my hand.
I'm gonna have my 8/8 First Strike Menace come at you, Ryan. Now that you no longer have a First Strike Death Touch.
Yeah, that sucks.
Remember when she was like, commander damage? That's never gonna happen.
It's never gonna matter.
It matters if I get Octavia. I didn't want to give it away early.
Oh no, it matters.
When I attack you, I will create a gold token.
I hope it was worth it.
Absolutely. 100%.
I'll take it. I'll go down to 31 and 10 commander damage.
With that, I will end my turn.
Okay.
My commander will revert to a 2/4.
I've hyped this up long enough, so now I have to do my extra steps. I'm going to start by paying 1, and I'm going to brainstorm.
Cool.
Who'd have thought? A lot of brainstorming.
I would never have guessed.
God, don't mess this up. Shakily putting it back. Okay. I'm going to stack my gold and tap my Urborg. I'm going to tap my Druidic Satchel. I'm going to reveal the top card. Please be what I want it to be. Oh, it is. It's a Dracula's Tomb. It's just a Phyrexian Tower. So it's a land. It gets put on the battlefield. I'm going to pay this last 2 mana. I'm going to Deadly Dispute. There's an additional cost to cast a spell, sack an artifact or a creature. Draw 2, create a treasure token.
Okay.
I'm going to sacrifice my commander. That's going to trigger first. So I'm going to resolve my commander. I'm going to reveal the top card of my library. If it's a sorcery or instant, I can cast it for free. Oh, yes, that's what I wanted it. It is the worst removal spell ever printed. It's a 7 mana.
It's
Scour
pretty
from
good when it
existence.
costs 0.
Exile target permanent.
Mhm.
So,
Oh my god.
first of all, we're going to have 7 life lost. Ryan.
What?
But just wait. I swear I'll make it not as terrible for you. So you're going to lose 7 life. And I'm going to attempt to target Octavia.
You don't have an extra 8 mana to pay for that, I'm afraid.
Oh, she has ward, doesn't she?
It is ward
Oh,
8.
okay. Sorry, Ryan. It's not going to be less.
JK, right?
Tried.
Sorry,
Ryan.
It's not going to be any less worse.
Okay, in that case, I'll choose your saga then, Ginger.
For that,
Sarcasm.
I am going to sack my gold, and I'm going to cast Arcane Denial on the spell.
Oh, you get to draw cards though.
Yeah, you get 2 different cards.
I don't even draw any cards.
On
Honestly, I would
cast,
do
I don't have an instant that costs less, so I will create a Ragavan that will then die to Legend Rule.
and
lose.
Suture Priest.
It's not a May. I have to
Lose.
lose 1 life to this darn
Oh,
Suture
darn
Priest
life.
every time I do this.
Watch this be what wins the game though.
You did all of this during my end step?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, I'm going to draw 2.
And I thought
Yeah,
I was
I'll
the
draw
flash
one.
deck.
And then I'm going to pass your turn, and then I guess go to my turn.
Don't forget to untap.
I'll draw 2 for Arcane Signet, so you draw 1, right?
Yeah, I got my card.
Ooh, and then I'm going to draw for turn.
Ooh.
Yeah, you just drew a fat ton of cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 4 of them were lands. I am not going to even lie about that. I will play one of those lands.
Cabal Coffers?
I don't know. No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Right?
no.
Wouldn't that be nice? I'll play Tainted Isle. I'm going to sack my treasure and my signet. I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Recast my commander. When he enters the ETB, I'm going to draw 3 and put 2 back. I'm going to put these 2 back on top like
These
this.
are the stairs of learning.
Let me look one more time. Memorize this.
I was not ready for that.
I'm always happy when someone gets my SpongeBob references.
That was so perfectly timed.
I think from there, I am just going to hang out and pass my turn.
How many cards are in your hand now? You got a full grip?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Nice.
Thank you, Ginger.
You're welcome.
Aw,
I'm gonna cast Cruel Celebrant.
so cruel.
When that enters, I'm gonna gain a life.
I'm noticing a theme here, and it's whenever you do things, we hurt.
Is that not the point of the game?
Oh,
Not always.
Is that-
philosophically,
No?
yeah.
Oh. Okay.
And maybe literally.
What are we worried about? I'm a little worried. I can't tell if Inventive Iteration or Mind Splice Apparatus is.
Well, now hang on. Those are both my things.
I wanted to copy it, so if you
That's
politely
fair.
could not touch it,
Okay.
respectfully.
I think we'll go for 3, and then I'll vindicate Inventive Iteration.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I would say at that point, I'm just going to pass. I just don't have anything else to do. Which it seems like I'm not really, I feel like I'm not doing anything, but I'm doing a lot.
Oh, you are for sure. I want to take a peek. Ooh, that's a
We're
big
all doing
card.
pretty good, I think.
I've got an Octavia. I can't be mad.
I'll put
She
in
has
the
Ward 8,
spines.
apparently. Did you
Yeah,
know?
the Ward
We
8
have Ward
sucks.
8.
I did not know that.
Ginger, I was gonna swing my schema thief.
You may scheme in my general direction, and I'm going to take 3 in the air.
And then I was gonna make a copy of, I know this is a surprise to you, but that
My
apparatus.
Mind Splice apparatus.
Yeah, it reduces my instant sorceries by 1, right?
For each oil counter on it, and it doesn't get 1 till your upkeep. So right now it does nothing.
Oh, I have this 2 floating colorless. Oh.
That's what I was to see. Did you want to do anything?
Well, you skipped
Got it.
past
I
your
did.
main
Yeah.
phase where you
I
had that.
literally forgot about it, and I deserve to not have it anymore.
We were too busy goofing off about my permanence.
and I'll pass.
Okay, I'll untap. On my upkeep, this will go to 2 counters. Hopefully this card's a good one. It's a pretty good one. I'll take it. A blue and a red. I'm going to cast Expressive Iteration.
How expressive.
Trigger, I make a Ragavan that kills itself to legend roll.
And you lose a life.
Only if they want me to.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Oh, well, I'm gonna make you an offer, Ryan. It's a May trigger, right?
It is a May trigger.
So if you don't do it, I won't send an 8/8 at you this turn, and I'll just send a 2/1 instead.
Okay, I think we could come to an
I
agreement.
guess that's
Cool.
Yeah.
No
that's
Suture Priests on me for this turn, and I will not send an 8/8 your way.
perfect. You're Suture Priest free.
Look at that.
Hooray! Ragavan
Politicking.
successfully yeets himself in and out of existence. And I will make my commander into an 8/8 for the turn. Now I will look at the top 3 cards. I will put this one on the bottom. I will put this Sokenzan into exile. I can play it this turn, and I will put this card in my hand. So this one's on the bottom of my library. I'm a little worried about swinging at the Dimir player with full grip. Do you have a full grip, Ken?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Earth the Ken.
Okay, well, let's see if we can make it a little
It's
one.
radio silence.
This costs me 1 red mana to do. Thank you, Mind Splice Apparatus. I'm going to cast Jessica's Will, and I will target you. On cast, I will...
There's a response.
Up 1. Okay. Jessica's Will targeting you. I have an Octavia trigger on the stack also.
I'm going to pay 2.
And I'm going to target Octavia herself so that I can hold up my end of the deal.
I'm going to pay 2. I'm going to tap my Druidic Satchel. I'm going to reveal the top card of my library. Command Tower. So enter the battlefield. I am going to tap said Command Tower. I'm going to cast an Undying Malice. It reads, until end of turn, target creature gains when this creature dies. Return to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control with a 1 counter on it. I'm going to choose my commander.
Yes.
That resolves, and then I am going to tap. I'm going to sack a creature to my not Phyrexian altar. I'm going to sacrifice my commander. I'll do my commander's dies triggers first. I'm going to reveal the top card. Yes. It's going to be a C double.
C double.
So when I reveal it, I will have Ash lose 4. She's got the highest life.
I'll lose 4 life.
Choose one. If opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard, I may choose both.
I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have exactly 8.
Oh my god, I can copy the Jessica's Will.
Yeah, do you want
do
to?
nothing with it because I have
Yeah, you'd be able to play those cards till end of turn and make a bunch of red mana.
Do you have mana to
I mean,
play
you're
them, or
just
do you lose
exiling
them?
3 cards for nothing if you can't play them, though, and it's not like it mana fixes you.
Yeah, it's still the end of your turn, isn't it?
Till the end of the current turn.
Yeah.
You may
and
play
then
them this
there's-
turn. Making a
I'm
token
just gonna-
copy of a creature seems pretty good.
That's what I'm mainly doing. That's what I'm here for. I'm gonna make a token copy of. I'm gonna do the Schema Thief because that looks like a lot of fun.
It is
That
great.
card does seem good.
Okay, so that resolves, goes to graveyard, and now my Undying Malice is gonna bring back my commander, tapped with a counter, and then I'm going to do that thing that starts with B and ends in Storm.
You know what hasn't resolved?
My
Jessica's
Jessica's Will.
Suture
And you know what's
Priest
the-
trigger.
Oh, I
Yeah.
lose 2.
Which, yeah.
Oh, you just lose 1, right?
No, because I
This
have a
creature
little.
dying. No.
I have a little copy I'm gonna make. The funniest thing after all this is Ginger. I still have 7 cards in hand.
Hooray! 7 mana from Jessica's Will is coming soon to a mana pool near me.
He's on a moped. I think there's a Jessica's Will to resolve.
Oh, that's right. We're still in Ginger's turn.
Yeah, we're still waiting to resolve Jessica's Will.
I'm the Flash player now.
Assuming no one has a response, I'm going to make my 7 red and I'm going to exile 3 cards because I have my commander in play. Okay, those 3 cards are Mana Geyser,
Oh my god.
Snap, and Dig Through Time. That's a pretty good hit.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
All right, gamers. Strap in. It's Izzet time. How many tapped lands do my opponents have in total?
I have
Kidding,
0.
kids, we're going for a car ride.
At 5.
The perk of being a flash deck.
Yeah, being a flash deck seems really good here.
I
Like,
have
for real.
8.
So 13 total. I'd like to spend 5 red mana going to 2 and cast this Mana Geyser. Assuming that resolves, I'm going to make 13 red and go to 15 red. We'll delve away that card, and it will be reduced by 2, paying for a total of 3, 4, 5, 6, blue, blue. I would like to cast Dig Through Time. For all of these Octavia triggers, I'm just going to have it target herself so that I can hold up my end of the deal.
Okay.
Dig Through Time on the stack.
You can target our creatures too.
I know.
Yeah, don't you want that?
How about I could expand this deal to say if I target Suture Priest, you don't block with it.
We can do that.
Okay, you can have an 8/8 Suture Priest just as a treat.
This is the best day of my whole life.
I look at the top 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I get 2 of them to hand and the rest on the bottom in any order. Cool.
Hacks.
Nice.
I would like this card in my hand. Put them in this order.
What order are you putting them in?
This one.
That order.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Sick.
I would like to... Hold on, this costs me 1 blue. And that is all. And I would like to cast a snap, and I would like to bounce the original Schema Thief to hand and untap 2 lands, which would be these lands.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
And then I will play my land for the turn. Blue,
Ribbit.
blue,
Ribbit.
red, and 2, 7, 8, just
I'm
for
scared.
the lull.
It's a worse Cyclonic Rift.
No, it's much funnier than that. I'm going to cast Expansion Explosion above the explosion half for X equals 8, and I will target the 8/8 Suture Priest and draw 8 cards.
Does that destroy it?
That would deal 8 damage to your 8/8
You can
and
also
destroy it.
just deal 8 damage to someone's face, but I
No.
like that you created your own
No,
problem
I
and then
refuse.
blew it up.
Oh, and with the Octavia trigger, I'll make it an 8/8 again, just because I can't. Explosion deals X to any target, draw X cards. Target
say-
player draws X.
In response, I'll sack it to Viscerseer,
All right, that makes
and I'll
sense.
scry 1, and you guys will lose
Two.
2 life, and I'll gain 2 life.
That makes sense.
I think that was my
I
favorite
wish-
move I've ever seen ever in a game of Magic.
I'm gonna miss Suture Priest.
Okay,
I
okay.
know.
Me too.
Feels a little empty without them.
I will spend
It's like
2
a
red to cast a Talisman of Creativity.
Creative.
Nice.
All right,
Yeah.
I will spend my last red mana, and I will cast a Cursed Mirror, and I'll have it enter as a copy of Schema Thief until end of turn.
A copy of Schema Thief.
Precisely. Ash, I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to attack you with a Schema Thief, and Ryan, I'm going to attack you with a 2/1 Hasty Ragavan.
I'm gonna have a response.
Okay, those are my attacks. On attack, I create this gold token.
I'm going to pay 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 for Hullbreaker Horror.
I would like to respond to Hullbreaker Horror on the stack.
Yes.
I would like to sacrifice this gold token, and I would like to cast Mystic Reflection. And I would like to choose target non-legendary creature. I will choose Verge Rangers. The next time one or more creatures or planeswalkers enter the battlefield this turn, they enter as copies of Verge Rangers.
Okay.
On cast, I will turn my Schema Thief into an 8/8.
Then I guess I will pay the 1 to path it.
That is very fair. I will respond
Okay.
to by adding 1 blue, paying 1 life. Cast a Frantic Search. I will draw 2. I will discard 2 cards. Shadow Skull, Smashing, and Gamble. And then I will untap 3 lands. And then I have no response to Path. So
Okay.
we will exile this here Curse Mirror.
And you get
And I will
a
go
basic
find-
land. Yeah.
Get me a basic land. This lovely, beautiful Vaporwave Island. You have a 2/1 coming at you, Ryan. You got anything for that?
I'm just gonna take the 2.
After
Baller.
that long stack. Any thoughts?
What a hell of a sequence this has been. I'm having fun. I hope you guys are having fun.
Oh, yeah.
I will pay 2 mana, cast a Scroll Rack, and then that's gonna be my turn.
Untap. Upkeep draw. I know what this is. Yes. Play is my land for turn. I'm gonna play Halimar Depths. Enters the battlefield. I can look at the top 3 cards and put them back in any order. These not all be lands. It's all lands.
Oops, all lands.
And none of them are Cabal Coffer. I'm gonna tap and I'm going to reveal the top card of my library.
Cabal Coffers.
Oh,
Oh,
it was a Morphic pool.
Okay.
I think I'll go to combat. I'm gonna send my Schema Sheaf at Ginger.
I take a 3 damage. Ouch. What?
The Scroll Rack is a roll.
That's a toilet paper roll.
It's a-
Wait a minute.
That's a really good toilet
You're
paper.
like, I'm gonna counter that.
Oh no.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do the Scroll Rack. I'm exiling any number of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, land, not a land. I'm just gonna show, I know it's all lands. What is happening? I'm going to put these cards back on.
Shuffler's broken.
God Eternal Kefnet. You may reveal the first card you draw each turn. As you draw it, whenever you reveal an instant or sorcery card this way, copy that card. You may cast the copy. The copy costs 2 less to cast. I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to swing the turn onto Suture Priest.
We'll have to untap without Suture Priest. We'll do 3 for the frog and Thalia again. I think with that, though, I gotta pass.
Okay.
Got a handful of stuff I can't do at the moment.
Draw.
On your upkeep, you get an oil counter.
So I'm gonna pay 1, 2, 3 for a Linvala Shield of Seagate tapped.
You can sack her to do hexproof or indestructible to your whole board, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I'm gonna pass.
On your end step, I'm gonna scroll rack. Get these 3 in my hand.
Okay.
And now we will go to my turn. On my upkeep, I get a counter on this Mind Splice Apparatus. And then I'll draw this card. I'm going to play a War Room as my land for the turn. I'm going to pay 3. I'm going to cast a Proteus Staff.
What does that do?
Pay 2 in a blue. Put target creature on the bottom of its owner's library, then that creature's controller reveals from the top till they hit a creature, and I put the revealed cards back in any order. I can only do this at sorcery speed. It's a repeatable once per turn polymorph. I would like to attempt to polymorph my Ragavan with Proteus Staff. So it's gonna go away, and I will reveal till I hit a creature. Jin-Gitaxias. Progress time.
Oh my god.
That's rough.
Scroll rack, baby. Yeah. So Jin-Gitaxias says, whenever you cast an artifact, instant, or sorcery, copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy. This ability triggers only once each turn. And it also says, whenever an opponent casts an artifact, instant, or sorcery, counter that spell. This ability triggers only once each turn. Notably, Jin does enter tapped through Gitrog.
Get
Yes,
wrecked.
that is true.
I
I would like to cast Chaos Warp. That's going to trigger a few things. We'll do the Baral trigger first. I will create Ragavan.
Ooh.
And then I will turn Ragavan into an 8/8. And then I would like to Chaos Warp targeting Kefnet. And I'm going to target the copy of Scroll Rack.
I'm going to take that shuffle, I guess.
I was like, he did want the shuffle.
Yeah, no, that's going to be fine.
Jin
So-
copies it. That's why this is happening twice, if I didn't
Yeah.
specify that.
Okay, we're going to reveal 2. Professor
Hey,
Onyx.
that goes into
That's
play.
good.
Okay. Yeah, let's
That's
go.
good.
And then reveal an Urza Saga. Hey,
That's good
That
too.
goes
I
into
will
play.
take these. I'll take these.
Let's go.
How many loyalty does Professor Onyx
Onyx
come?
starts at 5.
I guess I'd rather have Baral Kari Zev be an 8/8 if that's the only thing that can attack.
That makes sense.
I'm gonna move to combat.
Mhm.
Send Baral Kari Zev at the Planeswalker and just get the
Okay.
Professor Onyx.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to tap my culling dice, whatever it is. I'm going to put a counter. I'm going to sacrifice my commander. He's going to be going to the command zone. When he dies, I'm going to reveal the top card of my library. It's going to that. Oh, right. I shuffled. Oh my God. Thank God. I forgot I shuffled my library. So it's a Spite and Malice. They're instant. It doesn't matter because it's countered, right?
Mm-hmm. It is countered.
So that counters. Professor Onyx trigger. Each opponent loses 2. I gain 2. So it is a 8 mana Ginger.
That's fair.
Take 8.
I'm happy to lose exactly that number of life.
So we lose 2 from Liliana though.
Then I gain
I'll be at 11 life after the Liliana and the Kairi trigger.
I'm going to pay 2. I'm going to cast a Resculpt. I'm going to target
The Jin?
Kari Zev. I'm going to target your commander.
My commander.
Not Jin.
On cast, I gain 2. Each opponent loses 2.
If you take out the Jin, I can do
Well,
something.
I want my Liliana to survive.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Then in that case, I'll take out the Jin then.
Okay. And while that's on the stack, I will uphold my end of the deal and pay 4 discounted.
I'm gonna
by 1.
respond to the target, but Ash, you have priority before me.
Okay. I'm going to do Aether Spouts. For each attacking creature, its owner puts it on the top or bottom of their library.
Oh, I am super okay with that. Resculpt targeting Jin?
Jin. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Aether Spout, I guess, resolves first if you have no response.
Yeah, we'll resolve Aether Spouts. I'll put this card on top, and then
Resculpt.
I would like to activate Scroll Rack, and I would like to exile these 3 cards. I will get 3 cards to hand, and then Resculpt Ken
Exiles.
gets exiled.
Yeah.
He's gone.
But you get an elemental.
I sure do. Well, I'll find an actual elemental. For right now, I'm going to use that Phyrexian Goblin and just put a little 4/4 on there.
Okay.
It does enter tapped. Thank you, Gitrog.
You're very welcome.
So that's end of combat, I guess, and Professor Onyx is still alive. I will move to second main phase. I'll cast a Skull Clamp. And I will clamp my Ragavan. Drop 2 cards. All right. I am tapped. I'll pass.
Untap.
It's not looking good for me, gamers.
Upkeep, my Urza Saga will trigger and go to chapter 2. Off or turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. I'm going to recast my commander. It enters tapped. ETB. I draw 3. Go 1, 2, back. I'm going to down tick Professor Onyx to 2 loyalty. Each opponent sacrifices a creature with the greatest power among creatures that player controls.
I'm going to have a response. I'm going to pay 2 because, again, it's discounted. I'm going to Teferi's Protection.
My Octavia.
Might get rogged.
If only I could cast a spell and turn my token into an 8/8.
Teferi's Protection can resolve.
Okay.
Liliana goes off.
Goodbye, Octavia.
I get rogged. And then everyone but Ash loses 2 life and I gain 2 life.
I'm going to pay 2. I'm going to tap my Druidic Satchel. Oh my god, please be what I think it is on top. Sunken Hollow enters. I'm going to play my land for turn. It's going to be a Mystic Sanctuary. Now it enters untapped.
Nice.
When it enters untapped, I put an instant or sorcery card on top of my library. I'm going to choose this Spite and Malice. Is going back on top. Next, pay a black to cast a Malakir Rebirth. Targeting my Hidetsugu Kairi, I lose 2 life, and when this creature dies next, it returns it to the battlefield tapped. So you each lose 2.
I'll be at 5.
Okay.
1.
I'm going to tap my Culling Dais, sacrifice my commander. Set it here for now. I'm going to resolve my commander. I'm going to reveal a Spite and Malice. It's a modal.
How fitting that it
beforehand. Yeah, I'm going to deal that 8 damage to Ginger. Destroy target non-black creature. It can't be regenerated. The funny thing about that is Ash is phased out, and Ryan has all black creatures. I'm just going to choose a counter target non-creature spell and counter itself. And then my commander comes back. Tapped.
It actually does. It
Brainstorm.
comes in untapped.
Because Thalia.
Nope, because
Malakir, right?
Malakir.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Oh my god. Lands, always lands. I'm going to put 2 cards. I'm going to pass my turn.
All right.
Keep and draw. Oh, very sick. Awesome. Okay.
Don't
Like
say
Fan
that, please.
Beacon. When that happens, I'm going to make a cat.
Cat.
I'm going to play Sithis, Harvest Hand. Pass after that.
Cautiously phasing back in, hoping for some good stuff. Draw. And then look at the top card. Okay, I do like that card because this is on my upkeep. So do that. I'm gonna pay 2 white. Or no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do 5 for ow! The Down Sky.
Heyo.
I really wish my Hullbreaker Horror was not a 3/3.
I like it.
Ken has more lands than me, so I'm going to play those planes off the top of my library. I will pay 2 for this Azorius Signet, and then I'm instantly just going to tap it to pay 2, 3, and 4 for a Psioni Eye of the Storm. So it says whenever it attacks, scry X, where X is the number of attacking creatures with flying. Combato, you only have that 3/3, right, Ken?
Currently, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna attack you with, I think, 2/3/3 first striker. Or sorry, Liliana with 2/3/3 first strikers.
I'm going to attack my Dracula's Tomb to float 2 black mana. I'm going to sacrifice my commander. I'm going to reveal top card. It's going to be a Saw in half. So, Liliana trigger. I gain 2. Each opponent loses 2. And then I'm going to have Ash lose the 3.
Okay. 1,
And then
2,
I'm going
3.
to choose my... What's this guy's name?
Thieving
sack him.
Skype something.
I'm going to sacrifice them. And then he's going to come back. I'm going to have 2 of them. And they're going to be 2/2s now. And then I'm going to block 1 each of your things.
So those 2 things are gonna die.
Yep.
That is all I got.
Yeah, I'm going to untap. Urza Saga will trigger. I'm going to sack it, search for an artifact. I'm just going to grab my Soul Ring because anything else is just too big brained for me right now. Soul Ring.
Oof.
Let's hope that just gets rid of the rest of the lands. +1 Liliana to 3. I lose 1 life. Look at the top 3 cards of my library. Put 1 in my hand and the rest into my graveyard. I am going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Recasting my commander. ETB. Look at the top 3. Put it back. I'm going to play Cabal Coffers.
Oh, hi.
There it is.
It's finally
There it
there.
What did I say about how he was going to long con the Cabal coffers?
I'm going to pay 1, 2 for a reality chip. I can look at the top library. Fun. Cool.
Sick.
Let me pass my turn.
Okay, upkeep draw. I'm going to go 3 for Bone Sabers. It's an equipment from Warhammer, and whenever an equipped creature attacks, it puts 4 1/1 counters on it.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And then I'll pay the equip cost of 3 to put it on my cat.
Kitty.
And then I'm going to go to combat, and I'll swing at Kenny for 2, but on attack, I will put 4 1/1 counters on it, so it'll be 6.
Me or Lily?
I'll swing it at you.
Me. I'll take 6.
I think that's all I got. I got to pass.
Untapperoo. There we go. Most graceful untap you've ever seen. Ken, how many lands do you have?
That's a loaded question. 12, 13.
Okay, so you definitely have more than me. So I'll play this Prairie Stream off the top, and it'll come in on tap.
All the competition.
Take another peek. Gonna put that back on top. Yeah, that had a counter going up. I'm gonna put in this card you've never seen in your whole day in life. Schema Thief.
Not this guy again.
So ready for Creature Priest.
I'm gonna swing my copy of Verge Rangers, Ow, and Siani Eye of the Storm at Liliana. I'm gonna have an attack trigger before you have blocks from this, which I think you can respond to that, but if you want me to do my scry triggers first.
Go ahead and scry.
Okay. 1, 2. I'm gonna put this card on top, and then I will pass priority if you want to move to blocks.
I'm going to move to blocks. I'm going to block AO with my commander, block the third ranger that's Hullbreaker Horror with the reality chip.
Mhm.
Those are my blocks.
I'm going to pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Thyrex the Sudden Storm, and then move to damage.
I have a response to that.
Okay.
I am going to tap my dais, sacrificing my commander. Goes to the command zone. I'm going to reveal. It is a Discovery Dispersal. It is 1, 2, plus 5 is 7. So Ash takes 7.
Okay, going down to 13.
And then Professor Onyx will trigger when I cast it. So it's a modal. I'm just choosing Surveil 2, then draw a card.
Losing 2, going down to 17.
This goes in the graveyard. This goes into my hand. I think we resolve damage.
So this is 3 damage, and it should hit Liliana.
Yep, Liliana will die. And then I think the chip and the verge bounce.
Yes.
Cool.
And that'll be my turn.
Untap. Drop return. Let's see, I'm going to tap my Cabal Coffers to make 13 black mana.
Nice.
I'm going to use 11 of it and 2 blues. Commander, I'm going to have 2 black floating. When my commander enters, draw 3, put 2 back. I'm going to use my 2 floating black, Arcane Signet, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
So that's a good card.
Metallurgic Summoning. Where I cast an instant sorcery spell, I create an XX colorless construct artifact creature token where X is the spell's mana value. You pay 5, exile it. Put all of my instants and sorceries from my graveyard to my hand. Activate it only if I control 6 more artifacts. Land for turn. I will pay 2. I'm going to attempt to feed the swarm Linvala.
I guess I'll just...
Is that her name?
Yeah, but I'll just sack
Yep.
her in response and give everything indestructible.
Create-
Thank you.
A 2/2. It
Being
doesn't
what it
counters,
is.
but it's just a 2/2.
I'm
2, 3, 4.
hoping Ryan has
1,
some
2,
stuff,
3.
maybe.
You won't have a board.
Might be
I'm
able.
going to return our old favorite, Cloud Eternal Kefnet. And then with that, I'm going to pass my turn.
Tap 2 for Dreadhorde Invasion. On cast, I gain a life and draw a card from Sithis. Land for turn, I'm going to play Indith the Triumph, and I will make another cat. Then going to tap 3 for Grim Tutor.
Ooh,
And if there's no responses, I'm going to do a quick toot and lose 3 life.
yeah.
I'm going to get that card and put it into my hand.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to play Rancor.
Oh, nice.
And I'm gonna enchant it to the cat beast.
Mhm.
You do have
So
a
that's
Sith
gonna give it-
trigger?
Yes.
Yeah, that is a set this trigger, so I'll gain a life and draw a card. And then that gives it +2/+0. Then we'll go to combat. I think that's the last thing I can do. And I'm going to swing my one cat beast at Kenny. On attack, it's going to put 4 counters on it. So you have a 12/10 with trample coming at you.
Well, I'm going to tap my Culling Dais. I'm going to sacrifice my commander. I'm going to do the thing. I'm going to reveal. Top card, it's in Garrick's Wake. It's destroy all creatures I don't control and all planeswalkers I don't control. So I'm going to deal that 9 damage to Ryan.
Okay, so I will go down to what?
7 life.
Thank you for the math.
So I'm going to create another metallurgic.
In response to the cast,
Yep.
I'm going to sack my cat token, and everyone's going to lose 2 life and I gain 2 life. Try 1, put that on the bottom, and then I will sack Sithis. You guys lose 2 life. I gain 2 life after everyone, and I'm just going to go through the line real fast.
If your cat goes away, does the Rancor go back to hand?
Yeah, I think so, because it goes to the yard. Yeah, so I'll sack cat next. You lose 2 life.
So you've lost a total of 6 life?
So far, yeah.
Okay.
Rancor will go back to my hand. Try 1, put it on the bottom. And then sack Cruel Celebrant. You'll lose 2 life, I gain 2 life. And then sack Viscera Seer. You guys lose 1 life, I gain 1 life. Discard the last one.
All right.
On the bottom of that as well. And that's all I've got.
So I will have a death trigger that happens with OW. So I'm going to choose look at the top 7 cards and put any number of non-land permanent cards with total mana value 4 or less from among them onto the battlefield. So 1,
total mana value.
2, 3,
Good old Manny V.
4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'm going to put in Angel of Finality and exile your graveyard, Ken.
Exile is graveyard.
Okay.
Is combat over?
Yeah.
Yeah, is AO, the AO resolved?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then that's it for combat.
Okay, cool. After that, I'm done. I pass.
All right. Draw. Oh. This is such a fun card, but I'm probably just going to die from drain.
Yes.
No, but it is a fun card. I think I'm going to recast my commander. Got 2, 3, 4, 5 commander. The top card of my library. Pass. Okay.
Untap.
You're killing it.
Draw.
I believe in
Reveal
you.
the first card I draw each turn. I may reveal it. Whenever I reveal instant sorcery, spoiler alert, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. I am going to go 15 black mana, so that I'm going to use 2 black. I'm going to tap this. I'm going to cast my commander. I have 2 black floating ETBs. Raw 3. Put 2 back. These 2 back. Tap my Miraculous Tomb, sacrifice my commander, and reveal the top card. It is a commit to memory. It is 10 mana. I'm going to deal 10 to Ashley.
All right. Just in response so you could see what my card was, I'm just going to tap out and flash an Angel of Dire Hour because it exiles attacking creatures and then die.
Ooh. I'm going to cast the commit, put target spell or non-land permanent into its owner's library second from the top, the Feldar Retreat.
Oh, is that going second from the top?
Second from the top.
Okay.
I'm going to move to combat, and I'm going to swing a 9/9, a 2/2, and a 4/5 flyer at Ryan.
Is that 13?
No, that is 4, 5, 6, 15.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Let's go. I've got nothing. I'm dead on board. So,
GG.
Oh, thank God.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
huge GGs. That was a really good
GG.
game.
Yeah. Well, Ken, I'm going to commit that defeat to memery. Oh my God. Wait, was that a real laugh? Because it sounded like a fake talk show host laugh.
I don't know. It was a bit of both.
Oh, okay.
It was earnest, but
it was an earnest, but like filtered laugh.
I was trying to come up with like a follow-up pun, but I can't remember what I played. It's
Well, there's
too
your
many cards. There was too much happening for my brain during that game, and then the way I was able to like finish it is just mind-boggling to me.
Well, there you go. I mean, wasn't it also like 1 a.m?
Mhm,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, 1 in the morning.
The
But
sacrifices
it was
you
good. It was
make.
fun.
Yeah.
There were a lot of sacrifices and a lot of mana with that Cabal coffers.
Yeah. Which you hit eventually. We were very proud of you.
And for the record, I did tutor into an Arcane Signet. I did get the Cabal coffers when I got it, and I wasn't playing any weird long game and holding on to it. As fun as that would be, I did not lie at any point.
That'll be
For the
the
record.
secret between you and I don't know, Elspeth, now that she's an Angle.
Yes.
Oh man. Okay, so MVPs. Now that we're done committing these things to memory,
Mhm.
we of course honorable mention, and mayhaps the MVP of our heart is probably Suture Priest, right?
Rest in peace. Our poor 8/8 Suture Priest. They will be missed.
Oh man, that's such a flex too, to be like, yeah, I'll make your Suture Priest an 8/8 and then I'll blow it up.
Yeah, you want to talk MVP? The MVP of the MVP move of the game was that entire sequence.
Just the flex. Also, though, just in general, I think Ginger's deck was so freaking cool and creative. Because, like, reading that commander, I definitely wasn't like, oh yeah, let's just like, I don't know, turn Ragavan into like monstrous, spooky things by like cheating stuff out of the deck. I just thought that was like super cool. Like
Yeah.
because it was like transmogrify into Octavia, right? Something like
Mhm.
that, and that was incredible. So good job, Ginger.
It was all fun and games until that Ginger Taxes came out. And then,
Oh, yeah.
it's time to go.
We're like, sorry, bye, Ginger.
Someone has sights on Ginger.
Yes. Man, historic
yes, it was
Brawl
a very
is,
good build.
traumatized me with that card.
But yeah, also a call out to the second MVP, the most copied card of the game, which would have been the Schema Thief, which is ironic because Schema Thief copies things.
Well, I loved it because it felt like everyone was copying my homework, but changing their answers slightly differently. Because they're like,
Mhm.
"Oh, Schema Thief," and then you're like, "I'll make a Schema Thief," and then Ginger's like, "I'll copy your copy of a Schema
Right.
Thief."
Yeah, because yours was bounced or gone by the time that
Yeah.
she copied mine. So
It was like back in my hand.
it's a weird world we live in.
It was like you guys like took my homework, but then like didn't give it back to me when it was time to turn it in. So then like mine was somehow late and yours were both on time.
Yeah, high school for me.
Yeah. Well, that was fun. But yeah. And I
Yes.
also will say like cool stuff with your Hidetsugu Kari deck too, because like when I built that in Historic Brawl, I definitely was like, I'll do like the sacrificey type shenanigans, but it was cool to see it like built out in like paper, especially to like just the pure like diversity of cards that you have like out. Like I didn't think about like the commit to memory, like those what are they like the modal cards where you can like choose
Yeah,
either
the
option.
double-sided.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in case anyone didn't know or it wasn't clear in the episode, when you have the cards and if it has the 2 little mini cards on it, so your converted mana cost is both of those combined. So if it's a 4 mana on one side and the 4 mana on the other, it's an 8 mana card. So it's something you learn when you're trying to build something with the highest mana value possible.
Nice. Yeah. Judge, thank you. Oh man.
You're
Well,
welcome.
yeah. In the interest of not making this too long, I guess with the outro, thank you all for hanging out until the end. And yeah, we heckin' love you. So I guess we'll see you in the next one. Yeah. Dramatic. Fare thee well.
Fade to black.
ASMR again. Goodbye.
Oh no. Bye.